Good morning, students. From the Standard 8 English Medium, Unit 3, the chapter name is Glimpses of the Past. Here are some pictures given. Okay, through these pictures, I am going to explain about it. Here, number 1, the martyrs. Number 2, the company's conquest. Then next page there are given numbers and the title. I am going to explain the whole pictures about it. Why? Because there are some small handwriting here given. Okay, so going to explain this numbers. Okay, now I am going to start it. Okay, in India of 1757, India 1757, the East India Company was in a strong position. In 1757, East India Company was in a strong position. Compared to the Indian princes, they had superior weapons. The East India Company from England, they had good weapons instead of our Indian kings, means the princes have. Besides, Indian princes were short-sighted. Indian princes, they were short-sighted. Indian princes were short-sighted in their approach to the events of the time. Indian princes were fighting each other. They were fighting each other. One king fought with another king, and who helped to getting the help of the East India Companies, the Britishers. Okay, they often sought the help of the company to defeat other princes. They took the help from the company, East India Company, to defeat the other princes. These worked in favor of the company. Okay, the company had given the help of the king in favor of the king. Okay, but indirectly the king worked in favor of the company. It could easily subdue these princes one after the other. However, the brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British. He died in the battlefield fighting the English. The general reaction to the British rule was not the same everywhere in India. There were some who thanked the British for ushering in an era of peace. Others bemoaned that the country was subjected to foreign rule. Some of the princes were agreed with this company, and some of the not agree with this foreign rule. Okay, so I'm going to explain about the second, the company's conquest. Now going to explain the third one, which British rule from when 1765 to 1836. Okay, talking about this here, the social, about the preaches and all the things. Now see, the social fabric was in bad shape. That was the social fabric in bad shape. Religious leader preaches absurd practices like untouchability and child marriage. Okay, they were preach about the untouchability and child marriage, just like this. Who? The religious leaders. In truth, Indians had lost their self-respect. The Indians were lost his self-respect. To whom? To the British. The British scorned them. The Britishers scorned the Indians. The farmers and the artisans were the worst hit. The farmers and the artisans who were in good artists, they were in worst hit. Heavy taxes ruined the farmers. The Britishers got heavy taxes from the farmers, getting the heavy taxes not only from the farmers, for the artisans also. Okay, the British cut the thumbs of expert artisans. These expert artisans, he cut the thumbs. Why? Because of got the too much taxes from them. The British used every method to make maximum profit. These Britishers, they use every method to make maximum profit from the Indians, workers, farmers, or whosoever. The imports from England became tax free. Whatever these Britishers import from the England, that wasn't given any tax. Okay, so here I am explaining about the British rule. Now I am talking about the Ram Mohan Roy, means Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay, these pictures. Raja Ram Mohan Roy understood what was wrong with the country. Raja Ram Mohan Roy understood what was wrong with the country. He tried to reform the society. Raja Ram Mohan Roy tried. What try to reform means rebuild the society. He taught people that the main precepts of all religions were the same. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, what he taught? He taught the people what the main precepts of all religions were the same. He emphasized the practical use of knowledge. Raja Ram Mohan Roy emphasized the practical use of knowledge. He went to England. Here he went to England. Why? There he reminded the British that rulers too had a duty towards their subject. He started newspapers in India. The suspicious British stopped them in 1823. He started the newspaper, and these Britishers stopped them. What stopped them? That newspaper. In 1823. Now comes to the next picture. Here the title is Operation. Now see, in 1818, okay, a resolution was passed. What was the resolution? Now see, under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in the court. Okay, under it, that was the resolution. Under it, an Indian could be jailed. Without trial in the court. Don't give this Indian to the court. Immediately when they could be jailed. Indian could be jailed. The British officers drew large salaries. Okay, and besides, they made fortunes in business. This one, the Britishers officers drew large salaries. They got the large salaries. And what they did, they made fortunes in business. They got good fortunes in business. By 1829, Britain was exporting goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. In when 1829, Britain was exporting goods worth 7 crore rupees to India. Even the British Governor General of India, who was the General Bentinck, reported to England the bonds of cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India. Thus the British prospered on the ruins of Indian industry. The Britishers, what? The British prospered on the ruins of Indian industry. Okay, now friends, from 1 to 5th, I already explained about our country, what was going on with our country. Okay, now number 6 to next page I am going to explain tomorrow. Okay, listen it carefully, read once this story. Okay friends, We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.